Hello everyone, this is Kristina from Kristina's Art Corner. Today I'd like to go ahead and start working on a page in the Romantic Country Second Tale by Eriy. Okay, so we have this nice, fun, Halloween-y double page spread. And I have, when I broke the spine on the book, it kind of lifted here. So I have put a piece of washi tape, which I went ahead and made sure that it wasn't super sticky. So I actually put it on my clothing a few times and then put it down just on the other side of the page. And then I have these, I want to get this right in here. Let me show you. Get it right there in the corner so that I don't get colors in the spine of the book. Make sure I've got that on the page. Okay, I'm going to work on the upper background, and I know many of you have requested for me to use Neocolors with water. I just had put up a video of a matchstick mouse Halloween book where I went ahead and used my Tombow markers and Derwent brush colorless blenders, and so now I'm going to use watercolor brushes. And the reason that I'm not using a jar of water and these kinds of brushes is because I want to have a little more control over the water. And let me just grab a cloth. Okay, I grabbed two. The Neocolor IIs that I have chosen for the sky, and I went ahead and sharpened them. Oops, all kinds of clumsy today. The ones that I have sharpened them in my AFMAT sharpener, I think that's what I was trying to say. So I have aubergine, indigo blue, and Prussian blue, lilac, black, and blue. So I'm just going to, let's see, match these up a little bit. All right, so I have them from light to dark, basically, anyway. All right, and then I have these watercolor bottles. They're super great to use to fill up the watercolor brushes. All right, so let me go ahead and get a comfy seat. So I don't know how much of this page I will get in. I'm just planning on doing the background first. And if I feel like I have time to do the buildings, or if you really want me to do the buildings on camera, then I will work it into my schedule to do so. But for those of you who have requested for me to use these Neocolors in a book with water, this is for you. All right. So I'm going to start out with my lilac, and I'm going to go in, and I sharpened them so I could get into small places. They work beautifully in the AFMAT sharpener, no problem at all. And I'll probably, speed up a little bit, so no worries there. You won't have to watch the entire slow process. Let me just make sure I see where I need to put this. Let's see. There's no line there. See how there's a line over here? There's no line there. I guess I might have to make a line. go over here a little bit. I've never actually used these in an Eriy book yet. For the longest time, I was afraid to color in my Eriy books. I'm a little more daring now. Okay. I guess I feel now that if I mess up, it's just an opportunity to learn from it. It's probably the only difference. Okay, so we have some of that in there, and then I want, oops, probably should finish this off a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with aubergine. Let me come back and get this little corner here. And I want to go into my blues. I'm going to overlap a little bit so we get a little bit of blending. Now the tricky part, getting into this center bit. I might have to push the color into there. All right, now I'm going to go into my Prussian blue. All right, let's do some of the indigo. Okay, let's go in with the black. All right, let's start activating. Now I may have to do this twice, but we'll see. And I'm using this Molotow brush. It's one of my favorites. I feel I have the most control on this brush. So let's go in. And start activating. Okay, round two. We're back. So we have a little curling on the ends. We have no bleed through or shadow so far. We're good. But I do want to make this darker. Now I could use pencils, but I think I want to go ahead and do another round and then of the Neocolor IIs. And then I'm going, after it's dried, the second round, Then I'm going to fold the book and put something heavy on it to flatten out the pages. That usually works. All right, so let's do what we did before. Okay, let's do some activation. I think in order to get a true black up here, let's see how dry that is, I'll have to do pencil. Let's try this. I think that works a little better. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry. Maybe I'll go in with some pencils to kind of smooth some things out. It's me again. It's later me coming back and inserting a little clip here at the end. I tell you, I really wasn't happy with just the Neocolor IIs. And I've had this situation before. I mean, they give you the bold and great colors, don't get me wrong. But I've had trouble with the black being as black as I want it to be. So I've gone ahead and taken Polychromos. Okay. Just want to give you an update so that you know. I went ahead with the manganese violet, the dark indigo, the black, and then this cobalt blue. And I used to match these colors as close to the Neocolors, and that's what I got. So I went ahead and smoothed it out, and I still had really wrinkly corners. And so what I did is I put a towel over the top, and then I had I didn't do it on camera because it was I did it in my bathroom, but I put a large piece of paper underneath, and then it was actually a pillowcase that I used over top, and I had used the Caran full blender first, okay? And then I went ahead and I ironed my page. So I have flatness, and I'll tell you something else that it did. Because I went over with heat over the Polychromos, it actually, it's almost like it's melted in. So I think it looks really cool. And I just wanted to give you a quick shot here so that you could see. I have put a poll up on my community tab for you to choose what colors you want me to, not colors, sorry, pencils. It's been a long day. Colored pencils, I think I put Polychromos, Prismacolors, Color 300, or a combination of those with metallic watercolors. So if you want to go to my community tab on my channel and vote, please go ahead and do so. You may also list it here in the comments, as I had mentioned earlier. I just wanted to give you a quick update because I didn't want you to come back to part 2 and be like, oh, it looks different. It just helped to put the pencil over the Neocolors to get it as dark as I wanted. So I hope that helps explain that, and I'll look forward to doing part 2. Up to you all what pencils you want me to use, and we'll start doing the buildings. All right, happy coloring to all of you. Bye-bye.